week's story. Many people have been taking part in a movement involving the National Basketball Association about a player they believe is real. They believe a player by the name of Michael Jeffrey Jordan was an NBA player capable of doing the impossible. They believe that Jordan was able to form arguably the greatest dynasty in NBA history. They say that along with Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, Jordan was able to lead the Bulls to 6 NBA Finals wins and never lost in the finals. Pippen denies any requests to respond to these movements, and unfortunately, after a short 2-year NBA career with the Detroit Pistons, Rodman has never been seen and has been living a life off the grid. They claim that the Bulls were the greatest team in the 1990s. However, the Celtics and the Pistons dominated these times, creating a rivalry that would change the NBA forever. The Bulls, however, were never able to make it past the second round. Many extremists say that Jordan was drafted 3rd overall in the 1984 draft, but this is false. Charles Barkley was selected with the 3rd overall pick, but then traded for Sam Perkins to the Dallas Mavericks. Jordan, unfortunately, does not exist. Thank you all for understanding. Remember, Michael Jordan has never existed. Trend in the basketball world. Millions of kids around the world claims the existence of the American basketball player referred as the answer and the greatest dribbler of all time named Allen Iverson. We have done multiple investigations with the FBI and CIA to find this so-called Allen Iverson. The only thing we found was a news report clip from 1996 that he was gonna be the next big thing. But the thing is that no one has no memory of making this news report. The weird part is everyone affected seems to agree, none seem to disagree the existence of Allen Iverson. They are also saying Allen Iverson was an 11-time All-Star and had 2 MVPs. There is also photo and video proof of this man's existence. Many people are panicking, wondering if this is real or some prank from today's youth. The weird part is people are taking their lives after finding out Allen Iverson doesn't exist and never did. They even named the teams that he played for, such as the Philadelphia 76 ERs, Memphis Grizzlies, Detroit Pistons, and the Denver Nuggets, which those teams don't even exist. They have been trying to get information on Allen Iverson, and one reporter has all the info. He says these pictures people are seeing have been doctored. Allen Iverson was killed 30 years ago and his basketball career never took off. Thanks. And remember, Allen Iverson never existed. One of the recent scandals people have created is a facade of an NBA basketball player. People claim Irving is a basketball player who they believe could have been one of the greatest players of all time. However, Kyrie Andrew Irving never actually existed. Instead, people have created an entire facade around him, imagining his incredible abilities and achievements on the court. Despite never actually seeing him play, people continue to talk about Irving as if he was a real person, a testament to the power of the human imagination. Many believers recall his ball handling and freak-like layups, like a superhuman on the court. However, it is impossible for Kyrie Irving to exist. There is no record of him ever being drafted. Many believe Kyrie was the first pick in the 2011 NBA draft, but this is false. The first player drafted in 2011 was Klay Thompson to the Cleveland Cavaliers. It is there where they defeated the San Antonio Spurs 4-3 in the 2016 NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors, with the worst record in the league of 9-73, selected Jason Tatum with the first overall pick in the 2017 NBA Draft. There is no record of a Kyrie Irving anywhere. He never existed. If you or anyone you know believes in this mysterious player, please call authorities immediately. Many people claim the existence of NBA legend Kobe Bean Bryant. People claim Bryant was one of the greatest players in NBA history, a 5-time NBA champion, a 2-time Finals MVP award winner, a NBA MVP, 18 All-Star Game appearances, 4-time All-Star Game MVP, 11-time All-NBA, and many more accolades. People claim Bryant was arguably a top 5 player of all time. With his nickname, the Black Mamba, he was known for his Mamba mentality, his immense clutch abilities, and how he could find any way to put up any shot and it would somehow fall. Many claim Bryant was the most skilled and all-around player in NBA history. His extreme confidence and shot-taking ability allowed him to lead the Los Angeles Lakers to 5 finals. Many claim he was drafted 13th overall in the 1996 NBA draft to the Charlotte Hornets, but then traded to the LA Lakers. However, as records say, Steve Nash was drafted with the 13th pick in 1996. No records show Bryant ever playing in the NBA, however. We were able to find a Kobe Bryant living in California, along with 5 other members of his family. There, we were able to confirm the existence of Kobe Bryant, although not an active NBA player, is the coach of the Mamba Sports Academy, where his daughter plays AAU basketball. Although Bryant never played in the NBA, he does exist and lives a happy life with his family in California. Breaking news. A nationwide scandal revolving around an NBA player said to be one of the greatest of all time. Many people believing in this imaginary character claim he is one of the greatest and most dominant players of all time. They are talking about a player by the name of Wilton Norman Chamberlain, or how they're claiming Wilt Chamberlain. Many are claiming Chamberlain to have played for 14 years between the late 50s and early 70s, but no record has been shown of a Chamberlain. Many are claiming that Wilt is one of the greatest players of all time, a high-reaching, dominant center who could back anyone down at any given time. A post-scoring expert, as some may say. However, there is no recollection of a Wilt Chamberlain in any NBA records, nor in any other records. People claim he was the first player to ever score 100 points in an NBA game. They say he was the most dominant center of his time. This is false. It is utterly impossible for Wilt Chamberlain to exist. They claim he was drafted 3rd overall by the Philadelphia Warriors. The Warriors have no recollection of a Wilt Chamberlain, and instead say they selected Dick Barnett with the 3rd pick in the 1959 draft. Wilt Chamberlain is not real. If you have any information regarding a Wilt Chamberlain, contact authorities as soon as possible. Breaking news. Many people are claiming the existence of an NBA legend they call LeBron James. Many people claim James is arguably the greatest player of all time, the most all-around player in NBA history. Many people insist James has broken Kareem's scoring record that has been held for nearly 4 decades. They claim James is a 4-time MVP, as well as a 4-time Finals MVP. People are claiming that James is one of the best scorers in NBA history, as well as an amazing playmaker. People say James was drafted in the 2003 NBA draft as the 1st overall pick. However, according to NBA records, James was never drafted. In fact, Carmelo Anthony was the 1st pick in the 2003 NBA draft to the Cleveland Cavaliers. James has never played in the NBA. However, we were able to easily locate an NFL player by the name of LeBron James. James is an NFL receiver, one of the best of all time. James has had 14 seasons with more than 1,000 receiving yards, a 11-time Pro Bowl selection. James is still playing currently in a 20-year career, currently with the LA Rams, and has no sign of stopping anytime soon. LeBron has brought the Cleveland Browns a Super Bowl after leaving for a few years to play with the Miami Dolphins, where he was able to bring 2 Super Bowls to the city. Currently, LeBron has 1 Super Bowl ring in Los Angeles. Remember, LeBron James has never played in the NBA. There is a global rumor going around about a never-existed NBA legend that they would say would change the game forever and would be the best three-point shooter in this generation. They are claiming his name would go by Wardell Stephen Curry. We searched all the information and could not find any on this said to be player except a player that goes by the name Del Curry. He does not ever recall on having a son that would change the game forever. They say he was drafted with the 2nd pick to the Golden State Warriors, but this is false, since NBA legend Kevin Durant was the 2nd pick. They claim that Steph Curry has made a championship run with Golden State, but this is not true because, as we know, Golden State hasn't made it to the playoffs in decades. We have nothing, so Steph Curry does not exist. If you or a friend see this myth or any information on this said to be legend, contact authorities right away.